Afternoon baseball now from the Juice Box, Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's the home opener of this new season between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Folks around here in high spirits. Matt Vasgersian with you on a day that's been circled on their calendars since about midwinter. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All
right, the stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2020 Houston Astros.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. A moment now to give you a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Look, Matt, everybody should be looking at the guy in the 3 spot. He's got over 1,500 RBIs in his career. Man, I'd hate to see him come to the plate if I were pitching. They know he knows how to drive in runs. It's going to be fun to watch him play.
Walter Johnson gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Batting
Ted
fourth,
Williams. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away.
Williams.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on, and there it goes. It is hot. It is fun. It is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Second home run early in the year, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know he's a confident pitcher, but there's a difference between being confident and downright foolish. He just offered one of the most dangerous hitters in the lineup a straight heater.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ted Williams.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a breaking ball, taken down and away for ball 1.
Boy, the curveball just hasn't been there this afternoon, and this is this guy's bread and butter pitch, especially when he gets ahead of hitters. He needs to find that curveball again.
1-0 count. Here it is. Here's a drive out toward left center field. Kaline around third is digging for the plate. And he's in safely at third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So striding in, Stan Musial, 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Stan Musial.
From the stretch. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4, so that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with 1 away. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jimmy Fox.
The batter,
0 for 1 for him here in this one. 3-2 with the bases loaded. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away.
The center fielder,
and up next, the legendary
24.
Hall of Famer Willie Mays. Has a look, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4. A run will come in to score. Into the box now, Ted Williams.
The designated
2
hitter,
hits
number
and 2 trips
9.
for him thus far.
Ted Williams.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Waiting on it is Henniger, and he makes the catch for the second out. Ready for another chance.
Leading off
Ted
for the
Williams.
Astros,
He's 2 for 3 with
the
a home run
designated
and
hitter,
a double.
Ted Williams.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. He takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The next 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Here comes another 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Broxton's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now the Astros designated hitter.
The designated
Ted
hitter,
Williams.
number
It's been a
9.
2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame.
Williams.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
I can't speak from experience, but that's got to feel good right there. Throwing a nasty changeup first pitch and getting a swing and a miss on it. Now he pretty much opened up any pitch in his arsenal.
Swung on, and there it goes. It is high. It is far. It is gone. Three-run home run down the line in right. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues. Digging in, Ted Williams.
The
2
designated
home runs
hitter,
already
number
to his name
9.
in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Fouled off. Behind 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
And it's fouled away. Mazeroski at third with 2 away. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now another 1-2. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
The 2-2. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Number 30 is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. We've played 8 full. The Astros lead it 20-2.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
20-5 in this one today. The Houston Astros get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Walter Johnson takes the win on the mound, his second of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Yusei Kikuchi gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 58 minutes. Our paid attendance at Minute Maid Park this afternoon, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.
Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Babe Ruth, a Maryland-born southpaw, will be doing the starting pitching in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
Let's play ball. He's out. Out. That's ball 4. Out. 3.
Now at the plate, Ted Williams. He was
Batting
one of the
fourth.
stars from yesterday's
The
game as he
designated
had
hitter.
3 hits in the
Yeah.
victory.
Williams.
Now a snap move over to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First offering on its way. And he starts him out with one high and tight, ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 4th home run here in the early going, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Just an absolutely amazing home run there. Certainly worthy of the show track treatment. And as you can see, 114 miles an hour off the bat, and that should give you a pretty good indication as to how well he connected on that swing.
To the plate now is the
Leading up
designated
for the
hitter,
Astros,
Ted Williams. He hit a
the
2-run
designated
jack
hitter,
in his first at
Yeah.
bat.
Goes to show you how strong this guy
Williams.
is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Well, pitching poorly once like he did in his last start, it's going to happen here or there, but he's struggling here again too, and there has to be some concern, and part of it is probably psychological. He's got to get those here we go again thoughts out of his head.
Striding
next
in
for
for
the
Houston,
Astros,
Stan Musial.
the left
He worked
fielder.
a walk and came around
Yeah.
to score in his first trip in this game.
Musial.
Comes set and the 0-1.
All right, you're here,
second.
you're here.
To his right, Pedroia. And there's one away. At the plate, Jimmy Fox. He reached on a single in his first try.
Number 3.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Henniger has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they get the double play at third. 1 hit's all they get. 3 innings complete. Astros lead this one 4-0. Ready once again, Ted
The
Williams.
designated hitter,
2 hits
number
and 2
9.
trips for him thus far.
Ted Williams.
First delivery to him on the way. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bruxton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. 1 error in the inning and 2 left. We played 4 full. It's the Astros 6 and the Mariners nothing. Ted Williams will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Here comes the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. But he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out. Digging in, Ted Williams.
The designated
he's
hitter,
and
number
doubled
9.
in 4 trips, so he's definitely been a factor.
Williams.
He's set. Here it comes. Sliced hard but foul. Read this one almost in books. The story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Astros leave 1. They hold on to their slim 8-7 lead.
Well, they've taken care of business so far in the first half of this 4-game set, winning both and making it look easy, too. We'll see if they can continue this home dominance in the next 2.
A 1-run finish, an 8-7 game tonight. The Astros posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Babe Ruth takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. John Lester permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. Raleigh Fingers closes the door for the save, his 2nd. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Astros, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 56 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well,
From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, a contest from the AL West between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Cy Young, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Play ball. Out. He's safe. You're out. Out. He's out. Out. You're out. Out. He's out.
Now at the plate, Lou Gehrig.
Leading up
and he's
for the
definitely
Astros,
off to a fast start in the
designated
early
hitter,
part of the season.
number 4.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. You can kiss it goodbye. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Astros take a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here.
So it's a runner at first with 2
Now
gone.
batting,
And in
number
steps the
4.
Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
The last at bat, Matty B, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Gehrig is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. He pulls this one into right. Henniger will get there and he puts it away to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Digging in to try it again.
batter,
Lou Gehrig,
number 4.
1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch on its way. Liner toward right center. And that's in for his 2nd hit of the afternoon. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping up to the plate, Jimmy
batter,
Fox, as
number
he'll look
3.
to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Vizquel will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. One gone. Now at the plate, Ty Cobb. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Now batting, left fielder.
Ready for another shot now. Stan Musial. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Grounded softly to the right here. Played on the backhand. On to first, and the Astros can't cash in as that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They still trail it here 4-3. Striding in once again, Lou Gehrig. He singled his last time
designated
up.
hitter.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Popped up. Vizquel is under it. 1 away. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Lou Gehrig, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Here's the first pitch. Brett trying to get there, and he fouls this one off. Comes set, the 0-1.
1-1.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
You know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now the 1-2 pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is pulled into right. Henniger is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 10th inning coming up, and we are all even at 6 apiece. Digging in once again, Lou Gehrig.
Number 4.
Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on a ball inside. 0-1.
0-1.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing and a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
1 out, nobody on. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. Number 30 is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the 2nd out. So striding forward now Lou Gehrig.
Number 4.
First delivery to him on the way. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Now the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Hornsby leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. Last strike now for Houston. Fastball well outside.
Tough to take a pitch like that right there, especially in a 1-2 count. You almost get in that auto swing mode. Great job to work the count back to even.
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
Well, it took about a game and a half to seal this deal, but they took the lead in the top of the 14th and hung on for the road win in the bottom of the 14th. That's a real team builder right there.
This one comes to a close today at an 8-6 final. Chasen Bradford claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
First open in the year 2000. We're live inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, a matchup out of the American League Western Division between the Seattle Mariners and the Houston Astros. Stay tuned for Astros baseball next. Lefty Grove will be on the mound for Game 4. What do we need to know here, Danny?
You know, Matt, this guy pitched awfully well in his last one. A no decision, even though he pitched 8 complete innings. If the offense can score him some runs in this one, he has a pretty good chance to pick up the victory.
Let's play ball. He's safe. Out. Out. You're out. Out. He's out. Full force. Take your base.
Stepping into the box, Lou
Batting
Gehrig,
fourth.
coming off a season in which he was
hitter,
named the American League
number
Silver
4.
Slugger at DH. First pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it is Henniger.
Come on, you're scoring, you're scoring, you're scoring.
And that'll retire the side. One left for Houston. They're down 1-0. Striding into the box,
leading up
Lou
for the
Gehrig.
Astros,
He's set to lead us off
the
in the home
designated
half
hitter,
of the 4th inning.
number 4.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
popped up. Keeley in foul ground, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now batting, Lou Gehrig. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
You see that swing right there? You know what that tells me, boys? That this pitcher is doing his job right here. But also the offense is obviously not picking anything up today.
The 0-2 home. Chopper to first.
Let's go, beat it out. Come on, come on.
Healy brings it in. One there. On to first. Not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
That's a really difficult turn for a first baseman. You have to come get the ball, make a strong, accurate throw. So you need 2 good throws. Not an easy double play to complete.
Settling in now, Jimmy Fox. One in, one out, and
3.
one on here in the inning. Gehrig stands at first with one out. Hit hard on the ground. Dig. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
So stepping in, Ty Cobb.
The batter,
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Runs up and gets this one down.
Hold on, right here.
To second for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Stepping up now, Stan Musial, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field.
Right on, you're scoring.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros forced to settle for only the 1 run. 7th inning coming up. The Mariners are on top 2-1. Stepping in, Lou Gehrig. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
1-2 as he chases the slider.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Fouled off. Mays, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit. Well, there's another save, but that's just not any other save. That's save number 50 for the reliever in his career. Well on his way to a nice career.
5-2 the final today. Seattle jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 36 earns his first win of the season. Lefty Grove pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Sam Tuivalala records the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.